morsel, Miss Morahan, if you please.
Come on. Oh, God, let's go.
Our second guest tonight is Ireland's very own Indiana Jones, except slightly less arthritic. Please welcome the first Irish man to wave a hurley on the tip-top of Mount Everest, intrepid international explorer, Pat Falvey.
It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. Irish adventure fella Pat Falvey. A real-life adventure man who's conquered Everest and made history as part of the first all-Irish team to climb the South Pole.
Isn't it great, isn't it?
It's great
we
to
could
meet
have done
you.
with you there.
Great to meet you.
You could have, in
great to
fairness.
meet you too.
Now listen, let's talk now. You left school with no qualifications.
Just wasn't that great, wasn't it? It was a time you did it too.
That's right, not a qualification.
You went straight into the farm, I believe.
Huh?
You went straight into the farm.
We did indeed,
farm,
we did indeed.
yeah.
But you set up a business and you're a millionaire by 26, is that true?
By 21. You got a couple of
21.
years out there, yeah.
Jesus.
I was broke at 26. Just like all these fellas now.
That's right, in the recession of the 80s, that's what happened.
That's it.
You
So
lost it all.
Yeah, lost
In
it
the
all,
80s.
gave it all away. You know,
Come here,
to the idiot.
how on earth did a bankrupt builder from Cork become an international action man?
Because one time I was going to commit suicide because of the fact that I had lost everything.
Yeah.
And then one guy asked me to go hill walking. And I said, Jesus Christ, hill walking. Like, what was I going to do hill walking?
Yeah.
I climbed a small mountain down in Kerry,
Right.
where I live now.
Yeah.
And then I went up Carntool and I said I was going to climb Everest.
Right.
And here I am, right, okay, Everest 4 times, right, okay, twice to the top, north and south.
Yeah.
Then went on and did the South Pole and 64 other expeditions.
Unbelievable.
Had a great life.
Well, out climbing Carntool will knock the old suicide on the head. It would.
Oh, did ya?
That's good, in fairness now.
It's quite a risky business, the old mountain climbing. I mean, what other than falling, what's the biggest risks?
The biggest risk, by the way, is cold. Like a lot of the places I go to, it's so cold. You
Right,
know,
freezing.
Yeah, I don't think you'd manage it, right, okay.
What's the lowest temperature now you've been in?
Minus 60 degrees Celsius.
You're joking.
Now, here's one
That's
for you.
cold.
Here's one for you now. Here's one for you, Pat Falvey. Have you ever seen your piss freeze before it hit the ground?
I never seen it freeze, right, okay, but like I have seen actually a person, like we believe this is so cold, right?
Right,
inside
you
the
talk to us,
tent.
yeah?
I'm just trying to look for something here. Do you see that jam jar?
Yeah.
Right? Well, we have to pee into something like wider than that, right?
Right.
And it has to be plastic, because you know if it's steel, what would happen, right?
What would happen?
Oh, your
But
Mickey
a
would stick.
A friend of mine...
You get a sticky Mickey.
Yeah, you can sticky Mickey.
What?
Yeah, but a friend of mine was inside in the tent, and he didn't have an allergen bottle, or he had the little scope bottle, you know, the aluminium
Oh, the scout one, the aluminium.
Yeah.
And he was asleep, and we can piss asleep without even knowing we're pissing, because the
Jesus,
cold
what
actually
is
makes you piss.
Oh, you're joking.
No. And you know what he did? He took the top off it in his sleep, and he put it down, and he had a pee. But the minute he stuck his penis to it, like
Yeah,
that...
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus!
You're joking.
No, it's stuck.
It was fucking
Couldn't
welded
get it
to it
off.
with the
It was
cold.
pulling it right enough.
Welded Mickey on an aluminium can!
But you wouldn't believe what he did. He turned it around to Alan, a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he said, is there any chance you blow on it? Like
What?
Not at all.
Christ, sorry, man. So there's no way I'm blowing on that.
No way.
So do you know what he did? He
What?
pulled it. And he pulled it off.
Oh!
And all the skin came away with it.
Oh, it's what his Mickey came off, did it?
Like, I know from the amount you play with it, like, you know, the damage is very sore, you know?
Yeah.
Stop looking at it.
The
it's
Mickey
fine.
can take a lot of damage, but that kind of thing, that's just...
He didn't get to the top, like, it
You
was
can't be
terrible.
doing
like.
that.
No, God, no. Now, listen, tell us about Mount Everest. Is that still the holy grail of mountain climbing?
Well, it's one of them, like, you know, it's the highest mountain in the world, and in actual fact, when you get to the top, just think about this, right,
Yeah,
okay,
go on.
for a small part of time in the history of the planet, right, 220 million years in the making.
Yeah.
Like, you stand there, and you feel so proud. But you know what I did when I was up there?
What?
I took a slitter, you know, out of my pocket.
Good man.
And a hurley.
Yeah.
And then what I did is I actually threw it up in the air and I hit it.
Yeah.
Joking.
Just to get the highest puck fada in the world.
Good man, yes,
There
sir.
you are. Good man for Ireland. Good man for Ireland. Good man. Good man.
Have a look at it.
Good. Have a look at that.
Have a look at
Here's
this
the
now.
crowd.
This is proud.
That's the highest puck fada in the world.
Wow.
But,
That is
that was
something.
amazing, yeah.
That
And
is amazing.
it's an amazing feeling. And you know, I feel so proud to be an Irishman, so proud to be a Cork man. But I come from the north side of Cork City, which is a Norrie.
Oh, yeah.
So therefore, I was so proud to be a Norrie from the north side of Cork City.
That's real adventure stuff now. Because you've done lots even since Everest.
Yeah, like I've been all around the world, 64 expeditions, right? Okay, I live with 30 different tribes of people.
We're going to talk to you about that.
30 different tribes?
The tribes.
Jesus, man, there's some tribes, you never love them, the female warrior tribes in West Papua New Guinea.
That's what we were thinking when we heard that you might be living with the tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah, something along these lines sort of would come to mind.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. This might be a good reason why you'd be living with the tribes.
As you have probably noticed, hunting men is a sport which is practiced the world over.
Nice.
I see you get some good footage.
We did.
Yeah.
Topless tribal ladies. Jesus, it's amazing what them women will do for a few trinkets.
Is it true that you met a tribe who stretched their mickeys? And the fella, one of them, could pull a 52-seater bus with his cock.
Where did you hear that?
What?
Where did you hear that? But
We
it's
read
true.
about you.
Yeah, okay, it's a Shadu, and these holy men in Nepal and India, right?
Right.
Like, you see the guys, like, wearing, like, you know, 14-foot long hair and their nails going
right,
like
yeah,
this,
the nails
right?
are all
Okay, the
long,
nails
yeah,
all
I've seen
long,
that,
right,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
But this guy is called Dik Baba.
Right.
And what he does is he, like, you know, it's in Pashibatnat in Kathmandu, which I'm just back from, actually. I flew all the way back here just
man.
to see. But he actually lifts a 200-weight block on the top of his penis.
Good God.
And then what he does actually for a pull onto that, right?
You like that, don't you, love?
I've seen this guy actually, right? And he tied a cable to the top of it.
Yeah.
And then there was a 52-seater bus.
Yeah, 52-seater.
And then what he did is he pulled the bus with 52 people in it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I
And that
think
was
that's-
his biggest goal in life, was to pull the heaviest possible weight he could with it.
There's fellas that do that in Moat every weekend. Just barely.
You want to try it? A 200-weight block now, like, you know.
I don't know about that.
Well, do you know something, Pat? For a fella who's lost everything in the 80s recession, only to go on and climb Mount Everest and reach the South Pole, an inspirational, if not slightly mad, to be doing things like that. Mr. Pat Falvey, everybody.
Unbelievable, everyone. An inspiration he is.
Absolutely is.
That's incredible, the stuff he's done now.
I'd love to see that fella pulling the bus with his Mickey on.
Mickey pulling, I love that one.
Mickey pulling, yeah, like that.